We always raised on clean terms, so never did anything like participating preferred or weird liquidation preferences. Never do that. It will bury your common stock, and as you're trying to incentivize people, it'll just crush your cap table. So I always would rather take a lower valuation on clean terms.
Like
That's where
standardized term, like what people are used to. So you're not doing some weird thing and then later someone comes and is
Yeah.
like, well, they can't do this because of this crazy term, right?
That's right. So
Yeah.
so if you're like fixated on, oh,
Right.
I want to get to a $20 million valuation,
Right.
and then the VC goes, well, I'll give you a $20 million valuation, but I want a 3x liquidation prep.
Right. That's done. You're done.
Yeah, because like they don't really think they're worth 20 million. They're just locking in the floor for their return.
Right.
And then the next investor who sees it will go, well, you gave them a 3x.
I want 6.
Now,
I'm like,
yeah. Or it just gets bigger either way, right? 'Cause if
Exactly.
you raise $20 million, well, now the 3x liquidation prep is 60 million.
Right.
So now you've got like 75 million buried under liquidation preps. If you sell for $80 million, only 5 million goes to the founders and the employees,
Mhm.
right? So like
You're burying yourself. Yeah.
that's the thing, that if you make that mistake once, maybe you can unwind it in the very early days if your investor
Yeah.
realizes it's a Pyrrhic victory, because it will crush the incentives of the company. So like avoid that one like the plague. And so you really have to have a great mentor to steer you through that stuff, and even, to have a hard conversation if they want to invest, and it's like, well, look, like, I know that you actually don't believe in this valuation if this term is here. So what's the real valuation on the company?
Mhm.
Because
You'd rather take that.
your job again is to align everybody, investors, employees. And if you go, look, if I take this, then our incentives are misaligned at key moments, right? Like
Yeah.
if the company's worth 60 million and the investors have 75 million worth of pref, and I know that we can't really grow much more than that, how motivated is the management team and the employees to work at that point? You never want to end up sideways with your investors. And so a really good entrepreneur would be like, let's talk about removing this term and what the real valuation that you have on it, and just being honest about that stuff will really help you.
That's a great advice, because you can walk it back most cases if
Mhm.
you have that honest conversation. And if they run, it's not meant to be.